Good morning, everybody. Good morning, fashion lovers. It's your girl, Sparkuzan. So today, we are going to be learning how to take our body measurements using our tape. I have with me here our tape. This is tape I'm going to be using. Like I said before, any tape that you are using, you are going to be using to take your measurement. It's the same tape that you are going to use to mark your clothes, because some tape has some little variations which will make your clothes not to fit. So that's not the business of the day. The business of today is going to be about how to take our body measurement. So I have with me here a female figure. This is a female mannequin. So this is a mannequin, as you can see. Ignore this rope. This is what we use to keep and make sure the mannequin is balanced outside. So here with me is a female figure, and with me is our tape. So the first measurement we are going to take is what we call a cross back measurement, or we call it shoulder, round shoulder measurement. We take it from the back of the mannequin. Sorry, just bear with me. Our mannequin is not, it can't stand on its own. Like I said, that's the reason we have this rope. So across back, you are going to keep your tape, the tip of this tape. Mind you, we are using inches. You are going to put the tip of this tape at where the shoulder meets the hand. If you look at this mannequin, you see that this is where the shoulder meets the hand. Although there's a small connection here for the hand. If you can see it, you can just check yourself, your own self. If you cannot see from the mannequin, your where you be taking your keeping your tape is from one place where the shoulder meets the hand to where the shoulder meets the hand. That's how we take the shoulder measurement for a female. So like this, the cross back of this mannequin is 13 and a half. This is 13 and a half for the cross back of the mannequin. I hope you can see very well what you are doing. So from there, we'll be taking the bust measurement. You'll be taking the bust measurement, which is also called bust circumference. You are going to put the tape around the body of the person you are taking the measurement. Let me move my tape so that you can, I will not confuse you. I'll be able to wind the tape around the body of the mannequin. So we are going to be putting it around, and make sure while putting it around, you are making sure that your tape is passing through the nipples. As you can see here, these are the nipples of this mannequin. So you are going to make sure that your tape is passing through the nipple of your client. So, and while putting it, passing it across the nipple, you also make sure that the tape at the back here is a little bit lower. You are not taking the measurement like, I hope you can see what I mean. You will not take it like this. You will not take the tape off. You make sure the tape is a little bit lower. You know, like when a female is wearing a bra, your bra, the strap of your bra at the back is always lower. So that's where you keep the back of the tape while taking the bust measurement. So let's go back to the front. So across the bust, to take our circumference, making sure that the tape is on the bust. Then don't forget to put 3 fingers. That 3 fingers is for ease, so that the cloth will not be too tight that the person that you are sewing the cloth for cannot wear the cloth. So I have put 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, like you can see here. So this, for this mannequin, the measurement here is 33.2. That's 33 with 2 strands. That's 33.25. That's the bust measurement of this mannequin. Then from there, we'll be taking our under bust here, like what you can see on this mannequin. This is called under bust. This is the under bust measurement. Now take it around. You still put it where at this back, your tape is still lying where the previous tape was lying. The previous position of the tape was lying when you were taking the bust measurement. So your tape is still lying there, but on this front it will now be under the bust. Don't forget to put your 3 fingers for ease. Please don't forget to put your 3 fingers for ease. So for this mannequin here, the bust, the under bust is 27.25. 27.25. So from there we'll be taking our waist here, where the navel is. That's where the waist is. Make sure your tape passes through where the navel is, that's the stomach. So we are taking it across the back, from this back, like what you can see here. It's across the back, because we are taking the waist, that's the round waist. We are taking the tape around, and then don't forget to put your 3 fingers, very, very important. Your 3 fingers for this mannequin. Then please, before taking measurements, you need to ask your customer. Let me just say this one briefly before I'll forget. You need to ask your customer whether your customer is eating, because some people, when they tend to eat, their stomach increases, so that you take into consideration what you are taking measurement for. Like this one, let me say the measurement here for the waist is after putting my 3 fingers, this is 26. Please, how you take your measurement, where the edge of the tape meets a number, after putting your 3 fingers, that's how I take the measurement. Like this one, this is 26. This is 26 here. So if this, let's say this is a human being, and this human being happens to, the stomach happens to protrude when this particular human being eats. So I'm going to put a little extra, or better still, let your customer eat before coming to take measurement, so that you will not finish measuring or marking and sewing the clothes, and the person is saying it's too tight. Mind you, there are some clothes that once you sew it, you have to be very, very specific about the measurement, because once you sew it, you want to make some adjustments. Those lines of sewing will be showing, and when it's showing like that, the clothes automatically starts fraying from the start pulling off, and it will not look nice. So it's always better to put all those things into consideration. Also, while taking your bust measurement, please endeavor to ask the customer if the customer is wearing her normal go out bra, because there are some people that have these push-up bras, maybe a particular clothes. They say, oh, I'm going to wear this one. Let the customer wear the particular bra the person intends wearing with that clothes. So sorry, they persist like that. I hope you can still see me from there. Let the customer wear that particular clothes that the particular bra that the person wants to wear. Please, let's just pause for a little bit. Let me see how to bring up the light. So, and we are back. So sorry about that. So let's continue. I hope you can still see me from there. So I was talking about you should make sure your customer is wearing the bra the person wants to use with that particular clothes, especially all these let's say corset and some of these clothes that has a lot of shapings and contours like that. So you have to put that into consideration. So without further ado, let's go on with the measurement. So to take your the next measurement will be our round hips. Your round hips, you are going to put your tape round the person's hips. Please, at the back here, let your tape be around the biggest part of the person's butt. Don't take it too up, don't take it too down. Make sure it is around the biggest part of the person's butt. Ignore our rope here. The biggest part of the person's butt. Then we take it round. See here on the hips. Don't forget to put your 3 fingers for ease. You can even put up to 4. So here, the hips of the round hips of this mannequin is 40. Then from there, we are going to take our half length, shoulder to under bust. So you put it at the highest point of the person's neck. This is here at the highest point of the person's, where the neck meets the shoulder, the highest point. That's where you put it. And then you place it on top of the person's bust. Make sure it goes on top of the bust, down, it passes on the nipple, down to under the bust, just like it's called under bust measurement. That is the shoulder to under bust measurement. So for this, see where I'm stopping here. So for this is 13.5 for this mannequin. So that's how to take your shoulder to under bust. Then if you are sewing for a trouser, let's say you want to take your trouser measurement, you really need to take the thigh measurement. This is what we call thigh. As you can see what I'm doing here, you measure only one thigh. So put your tape here where the pelvis intersects with the leg. That's where your tape is going to be. So you take your tape up. Please don't measure it like this. If you measure it like this, there is every possibility that when you finish sewing the trouser, it will not pass the person will not be able to wear that trouser. It will not pass the person's thigh. So take this tape up. When you put it like this, you take it up to meet the person's original waist or pelvis, if I can say that. Then you make sure this particular one is tight. You don't need to put your 3 fingers or anything. Just make sure it is tight so that it will not be too big. You can just put only 1 finger to take that measurement, and that is how you take this one. So for this one, the figure here is 29.5. So that's the thigh measurement. Then from there, you are going to take the knee measurement. On the knee, you need to put your 3 fingers. You put it around the knee, and you put your 3 fingers okay. Here, the knee of this mannequin is 14. Then from there, there's what we call taking the ankle measurement. I don't know if our mannequin is going to start because it's not that easy. Okay, let me just show you. Let me just demonstrate how to take the ankle measurement. So in order for you to take the ankle measurement, you are going to make sure that your customer raises his or her heel. That's the back side of the person's feet. Then let me just see how to keep this. Let me carry it up so that you can see. I hope it doesn't fall. So like this mannequin has raised the heel now. So you now take it round. You put the tape round at the base of the person's heel and take it round to meet this up the upper side of the ankle. See it here. Please don't put it like this. Put it, let it be at the edge of the person's heel and take it up. So here, and put your 3 fingers. Don't forget, this is 13.5. So that's how to take your ankle measurement for trouser, whether for female or male. So with that, I think I've taken visually everything. Okay, our mannequin does not have hand, but I'll just show you how to take the hand measurement. So you just put it where your shoulder meets. That's this upside. You just keep it here where you took the shoulder measurement and stuff. That's where you take the hand. And once you want to take your hand measurement, please let me use myself so that you understand what I mean. Like now I want to take my hand measurement. This is what I will do. You put your tape across. Let me say I want, for example, now I want to sew a long sleeve. I want to take a measurement for a long sleeve. Take it down. Put the tape down. Make sure that your finger meets, you press your finger down at the ankle before taking the other measurement down. Please put it like that, because if you check, your hand is not straight. If you look at your hand, it is not straight. When you come down, there is a little depression at this elbow part before it goes down. So that's why we need to point it there before you now move it down to take your long sleeve measurement. And then with that, you can take your round sleeve, wherever you want your sleeve to stop. Let's say I wanted it to stop here. You can take your round sleeve and put your 3 fingers. So with that, okay, there's something called neck measurement. If you want to sew let's say cloth with collar, you just put it round, put your 3 fingers, or better, yeah, 3 fingers or 2 will do. Put it around the person's neck, and you take the measurement. This one is 12.5 for this mannequin. So let me see. I think I have shown you how to take virtually all the measurement. Okay, to take your length, let's say you want to sew for a blouse, you want to make a blouse, so you take it from shoulder to under bust first. Please point your hand there so that there is no mistake. You point your hand there and you take the blouse. Most blouses stop at the highest point of the hip. That's where most blouses stop. So for example, this one, now if I want to sew blouse for this mannequin, this is where my blouse will stop. This is 25. This 25. That's where my blouse will stop. Then for the skirt, you put it on the person's waist. Please, I prefer taking measurements, whether skirt or trouser, taking it from the side, because it helps the tape to balance, and then from there you take your measurement down. So with that, the same thing with gown. If you want to take your gown from shoulder to under bust, then from there you point it down all the way down. So that's basically how to take your body measurement for a female. So like I said, if you are just joining us, this is Sparkozans Clothing, and I said we'll be uploading lessons and videos on how to sew from the comfort of your home. So please do well to give us a like button, subscribe, so that once we upload videos, you receive a notification. Thank you very much.